one of my balloon twisters went to do just a simple twisting gig for a school. And it was a lady, and she made swords. And the next day, one of the teachers from the school came to my office, and she started to yell.
Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. And we have another guest on our sofa. It's Gergő from Gemar. Gergő, hello.
Oh, hello, Greg. Hello, everyone.
Welcome to BMTV. This is... Sorry, you've not got a cushion. Do you want a cushion?
No,
you're okay. I just like a cushion. A cushion's good to have. And yeah, we bought some cushions. We normally have cuddly toys here, so that because we didn't have any cushions, so you can just grab something. So you've got a balloon octopus, yes. Anyway, welcome. You're obviously Gemar, but that's not your business. You're a Gemar ambassador. You work closely with Gemar, and you have done for 8 years. Is that right?
Exactly.
Okay. So before, what I normally like to do when we have somebody new on the show and have a chat, is find out a little bit more about you, how you got into the industry, and how long you've been in the industry, and yeah, your business and everything else. So talk us through that.
No, okay. So first I was a juggler. I started to juggling when I was 14.
Okay. Okay.
And I started to do magic, street magic, stage magic, every kind of stuff like this. And I started to work during my university for a big event company in Budapest, in our capital. And at one point in 2010, my boss asked me that, oh, Gergő, can you please just learn how to do the simple basic balloons, because can't find anyone who can twist balloons for 9 days in a row for an event. I was like, I was 20 years old, just 20 years old, studying economy at university, like accounting and everything, because I was good at math. So I learned from YouTube and twisted balloons for 9 days. All my fingers were in pain and covered with blood. Yeah, but I loved the balloon twisting from the very first moment, as soon as I stand next to or in front of a people. Okay. Because I'm not seeing the balloons as a decoration or something like this at the first. It was just a new way to entertain people. Yeah, yeah. And that was the biggest. Oh wow.
So that's what you like to do.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was already juggling, doing street magic, and it was just a new form, new way to entertain people.
Yeah. So why is it, do you think, you like entertaining people? What is it about entertaining people? Is it when they do the round of applause?
Oh, that gives me so much energy.
Does it?
Yes. It's like, I think it's an addictive stuff.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yes.
I'm not even nervous. You know, it's funny because in high school, I hated to shows and everything like this. I never done anything like this. Never stand on the stage before.
So what changed? Why?
I don't know. I already was a juggler, but when it came to the school, and raise your hand if you want to, in a school play. I was the last one, literally the last one. At one point, we were even hiding in the toilets.
Oh, really?
Just not to get picked, yeah.
So how old were you when you realised, so that was high school, so you didn't want to do that. Was it just when you left high school that you started? Because if you said you were juggling
but it was
at university.
We did it on the street.
Okay.
I think standing on the street and just juggling as a practice in front of like regular everyday people, it was like, I'm not saying it was a therapy for me, but it was kind of like a therapy for me. To fight with the stage fright and everything like this. So it's kind of helped.
And I guess people weren't paying for it. People were just walking by, and so you were doing it. You didn't feel bad about charging them because you hadn't charged them, and you didn't know who they were.
Exactly.
And then that grew. Did people come and watch you then? Did they stand around and watch you juggle?
Yes, actually, we started to form a juggling club. Okay. Because a few of my friends started to do juggling as well. We even knew how to ride a unicycle. With 2 of my close friends, with 3, we always ride to the school by unicycle. We're the weird kids. riding unicycle.
You should have brought your unicycle.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been great.
Riding unicycle.
You could have juggled while unicycling and
I know
twisting
how to do that,
balloons
yeah.
or something. Yeah, that would have been great. Next time.
Next time.
Next time. So you got into.
It's gonna help me to get over my stage fright. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's great. And then you started with the twisting,
Exactly.
and you got over your stage fright, and then you started to introduce that into your shows.
Exactly. My main idea when I created my stage show, my stage appearance, is to do magic, but use balloons in every magic tricks in some
Okay.
kind of ways.
Okay.
So right now I use balloons on the stage. It's not a magic show, not a balloon show where I just twist balloons in with music. It's somewhere in between. So I do magic tricks, but every magic trick use balloons.
Do you have any videos online that we can look at?
Of course.
Where,
Even on TikTok.
on TikTok.
On TikTok.
Okay, we'll put your handle down on the bottom of the screen, and everybody can go and look at you on TikTok.
Yeah.
That's cool. That is really, really cool. So how did you get to end up doing all of this kind of stuff?
Actually, if you do balloons and you start to twist sculptures and anything like this, it's in the people's mind is just balloons. It doesn't matter if rounds or modeling ones.
Yeah, yeah.
So they just started to ask for decorations. That okay, Gergő, I heard you doing balloons. Can you do this? I have no idea. So I just started to. I remember my first balloon decoration. My first ever balloon decoration was an arch.
Yeah.
It was like almost 8 meter width and was like 3 meter high.
No, really.
It took me a whole night to do it. A whole night, literally 8 hours.
Was that helium? Was that air? What
Air.
Did you, yeah.
Filled, yeah.
And did you use
Indoor.
did you use a frame? Did you use
Of
like an
course,
aeropod?
but it
Yeah.
was just too high and too wide.
Yeah,
So I had
I mean,
to
that's big,
secure
though.
the top, the very top part.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was huge.
Yeah.
And it was like 2000, I don't know, 12 maybe. So it's more than 10 years ago.
Yeah, yeah. So and then that side of the business grew as well. So you,
Of course.
you entertain, you do balloon decor now. You obviously do the twisting as well. How and when did you get involved with Gemar?
I started to work for the Hungarian distributor.
Mm-hmm.
As we used to have party shops all around the country,
Okay.
and I was I was the boss in one of these shops.
All right. Okay.
in my city. So I was introduced to Gloria, the brand executive,
Yeah.
to Gemar, and luckily, thank to God, Gloria said, oh, you are really good balloon artist, and we need a balloon twister. I was like, haha,
Yeah. Yeah.
lucky because I am.
Yeah.
And from that point, we started to work together closer with Gemar.
Yeah. Yeah. And now with Gemar, you travel all over the world.
Exactly.
So where have you been?
I've been in Las Vegas 2 times.
Wow,
I even
cool.
won some prizes in Las Vegas,
All
a
right.
stage show, of course.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
Amazing.
Big balloon sculptures like this, but not with Gemar. But at one time I was in Moscow as well. I was in France, in Italy, in Germany, UK, of course. So many.
So you're doing training for
Exactly, it's like balloon
Gemar.
conventions
Yeah.
with training, mostly twisting conventions, of course. But we're making Gemar days. It's like a Gemar experience day,
Yeah.
but with more classes.
Well, the Gemar Experience Day was just amazing. That was
really
phenomenal. Obviously, that's where we first met, and yeah, that was a great day. So well put together, and it's a really good introduction, I think, to the Gemar brand. So yeah, well done for your part
So
in
the
that as
Gemar
well.
day is a bit different because in the Gemar day we have like 4 classes, 2 before the lunch and 2 after the lunch. It's all day.
Yeah, that's amazing. So what's the future for you, do you think?
That's a tough question. I really want to expand my business because right now it's really relying just on me because I'm the brand.
Yeah.
People always ask for me. It's really hard for me to travel, teach, give classes, and then be present as an entertainer in my country as well.
Yeah.
But right now, which I'm really grateful because I have my own office, I have my own studio, even I have my own assistant who answers all my emails, all my calls, everything like this.
Oh, wow.
And I think it's huge to make a living out just from entertaining and doing few that balloon decoration, and be able to afford an assistant, an own studio, own office.
No, absolutely. It's very,
it's a great,
great
way. But I really want to expand with more people working, not for me, but with me, to twist balloons. I really want to make tutorial videos in my studio as well.
Okay.
So that's my future.
Amazing. Yeah, no, that'd be really good. So, for people that are just starting in the industry, I like to ask all our guests that have been in the industry a while, what tips would you give for somebody that's relatively new in the industry or just thinking of starting in the industry? What would you say?
My biggest tip when I'm giving tips to new ballooners is the first thing. Everyone wants success, but I think, and that's my tip, the success is just the side effect that if you're good in your field or not. First, you have to want to be good. So you want to be good, and the success will come when you're a good balloon artist. Yeah, I think that's the biggest tip I can give.
You could argue that's the case for anything, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's for everything. Yeah.
I also add you have to enjoy what you do. I think that
like people always
that really helps.
Like, oh, I want to be rich. No, that's not your goal. Your goal is to be exceptional in something, and of course, you will become rich. Yeah. Or I want money. I want success. I want anything. Yeah, that's not the goal. That's just a side effect.
You've just got to enjoy it as well, though. If you choose something you don't enjoy, even if you're good at it, when are you happy? You're not going to be happy. So. And
just to add, these are balloons. Yeah. Like the very basic core of happiness and joy. Yeah. People start to do like really serious business. Yeah, that's fine, but these are balloons. You have to be joyful. You have to be playful.
So you're saying to people that are starting in the industry, don't go after the money. Just be as good as you can.
I think yes.
At doing it. So what would you say? Go and do training, practice, all of that sort of stuff.
And know every type of balloons. Know as many technique as you can. A lot of people do, for example, organic balloon decoration, which is beautiful, huge designs, but they can't handle, for example, modeling balloons. Yeah. And I can't afford that as a balloon artist because I have to know every balloon. So I have a lot of technique how to create, for example, like this, as you can see. Yeah. A lot of modeling balloons here as well. Yeah. It gives you new depth to your daily job.
Yeah. So what mistakes do you think people are making in our industry at the moment, in the balloon industry?
Oh, that's a tough question. I think the biggest one is, just like I said, that they don't know all these balloons. I'm not saying they are lazy, because that's not laziness. We could work really, really, really hard, but you have to know everything, and that's a mistake. That's your daily job. Yeah, you have to know it. And the second, I think they want success quickly, but it comes with time.
I wonder if that's something to do with just the younger generation today. They see it on Instagram, they see it on TikTok, they see the 22-year-olds with a Lamborghini, and they just think that's what we should all have because they've got it and they're just a normal person. Exactly. But you've got to do the work. You have to. You have to be able to do that, don't you? Okay. Yeah, I like that. So, on BMTV, we've obviously filmed a few shows. What's your favourite thing to do with balloons?
Create characters. Yeah, definitely. Something size like this or even bigger, because I think that's the best thing you can create with balloons. Because the decoration is beautiful, but it's just a decoration. But the character is joyful. It got eyes. You can play with it. Give it to a child. He or she will be so happy with it. So
Yeah.
I think my favorite part is to create cartoon characters.
So is that because that's the creative part of your mind?
Yes,
Is that where
yes.
you feel most at home, is when you're being creative?
Exactly, exactly. You know, just see a picture and just immediately start to brainstorm. Okay, how am I going to do the arms, the legs, the eyes, everything?
So we talked when we were filming one of the shows about how you get your creative ideas from cartoons
Oh, yeah.
and things like that. Where else do you get your creative ideas from?
Of course, I follow a lot of balloon artists all over the world, and they're doing exceptional stuff. So sometimes I get inspired by a technique. I see one detail, oh, this detail will be really good in that, and vice versa. So yeah, I'm really inspired by few balloon artists.
Yeah.
In the
It's
world.
interesting, isn't it, in our industry, because you get, particularly in modern days, you get to see what everybody does,
Yeah.
so you can just pull ideas and
Exactly.
then make them.
And I'm not saying
make them
copying
your own.
exactly the same.
No, but
But
it's a new technique, for instance.
Exactly.
And you
If you
think,
see just a line and you think, oh, that's gonna be cool, and that,
yeah, yeah,
it's perfectly fine.
yeah. You can't own a technique. You can't own
Not
a
in these
style.
times, no.
No, definitely not. Well, talking of social media and being able to see everybody's business and everything, what are your thoughts on using social media for business? I take it you use social media for business.
Of course, of course.
So what do you think? Do you think people are using it too much, not enough? Do you think there should be some limitations on how we use it?
And no, I think as a business, you have to use it.
Mm-hmm.
For example, during the COVID, during the pandemic, on TikTok, just in a few months, I gained 75,000 followers.
Wow.
It's a lot because
Yeah.
everyone just spending time on TikTok. And after the COVID, because I became like TikTok famous in my country, it helped me to raise my prices as well.
Oh wow. Okay.
Because everyone, oh, I know that you from TikTok, and my companies, everything who hire me, was like, oh, are you famous or something? And it just helped me to raise my prices. So yeah, we definitely have to use that. Most of my my inquiries come from Facebook, for example.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you use TikTok, which I guess is the more modern
Right,
TikTok
yeah, it's
and
like quick
Instagram.
videos.
But then
Yes.
Facebook, some people say Facebook is dead, but clearly not for you.
It depends on the generation. For younger generation, yeah, definitely, definitely. But almost 70% of my customers came from like 35 or even older
All right. Okay.
ages, so they are still using.
Is that because they're parents and
Oh
they're
yes, they
doing
are
things for
parents with,
kids?
with young children. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, when we were filming, we touched on some of the people that you entertain. So you entertain children, but you also entertain adults.
Adults, yeah.
Tell me, you must have some stories from entertaining people. So tell me some stories, some things that have happened to you.
The people, when I told them that I entertain adults as well with twisting balloons, they always think that, oh, I can imagine what balloons they are asking for. Believe me, nothing like this. It's nothing like this. They ask of course they got imagination. At one time I had a lady who asked for a tennis bat with a ball. And I made one, and I was like jokingly asked that, oh, why a tennis racket, racket, thanks. Because it's not a common thing to ask. And it turned out that she is the head of the Hungarian biggest tennis association ever. Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna make you a tennis racket.
Amazing.
Yeah.
How did you make it? How did you do the strings?
Oh, normally I use a clear balloon,
Okay.
round one.
Yeah.
Fill the hole inside a racket and
see.
just draw some lines on it. It's quick.
Okay.
It's quick. You have just 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Per
What's
person.
What's the worst experience you've ever had regarding work with balloons? Has anything ever gone badly wrong?
Stage shows. If something can go wrong in a stage show, it will go wrong. But mostly because of the kids.
Yeah.
I know it's really harsh thing to say, but at one time I was hired to do like a 40 minutes long stage show.
Yeah.
And a few kids got on the stage behind my back, somehow just sneaking around, went on the stage and I wasn't paying attention, and they just tipped over my cases and everything.
Oh no.
And instead of 40 minutes, it was like 10 or 12 minutes long stage show because I was turning around. Here's my show on the floor.
Oh no.
So that was painful.
I'd have got really angry, I think.
Yeah, I was.
Oh no.
But that's it.
That's scary. But I guess you've got to deal with these things.
Of
you
course,
know,
it happens. Yeah.
I think these things do happen.
You know, the basic things as an entertainer, I think it's like you can do whatever you want on the stage. 80% of the people will like it, but the 20% will. No.
They're the ones we all focus on as well, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah.
You all think, oh, people don't like me, and you focus on that. But you should really focus on the 80%.
I try not to.
Yeah.
I try not to. Because,
Yeah.
thank to God, the 80% is louder than 20.
Yeah, yeah.
At least for me.
What do you do in that situation then? So, say you have had some negative feedback or bad comments about your show or something.
I never had.
Okay.
No, I never had. Not in person or in Facebook. Never.
Okay.
Thankfully, never. But I did some balloon sculpture. That's really bad stuff when I making a cat, for example, and someone thinks it's a squirrel.
I mean, it definitely looks like. Mike, can you pass me the squirrel, please?
Sorry, what?
The squirrel.
We haven't got
Yeah. Well. No, it's just because of the ears. It should go like
Okay, all right. I mean, I guess
like this.
the thing is, over here on the Isle of Wight, you've got red squirrels.
I know.
So
I know.
this is more like
It's
a red squirrel. I'm not sure I've ever seen a cat they're quite that colour. Although Garfield, I guess. Okay, all right.
It's Garfield.
All right. It's a squirrel.
But it happens only
but anyway.
maybe once or twice when I did a balloon sculpture, and the customer didn't like that, or at least said, "Oh, it's not like but this."
Really?
But yeah, that's a really. It's like I feel defeated.
Yeah, I bet. So what do you do in that situation when they said that to you? What did you do? So,
It depends. If I have time, I will redo it
okay.
and deliver it for free. For example, I did it once, or just offer a discount, or I'm gonna do it one more time. For example, at one time in history, one of my balloon twisters went to do just a simple twisting gig for a school, and it was a lady, and she made swords from balloons.
Okay.
And the next day, one of the teachers from the school came to my office, and she started to yell that it's a weapon, and how we dare to make weapons in a school, even it's from balloons.
Wow.
She was so angry. I mean, really angry. She was literally yelling. So we had to do it one more time in a future date for free.
And what did you make instead of swords?
Oh, I said no swords.
Okay. Gergő, I could listen to your stories all afternoon. But thank you for that. It's been so nice to have this introduction to you. And yeah, I look forward to getting the shows that we've filmed out there. And hopefully everybody will like those. But thank you for coming down. And thank you, everybody, for watching, and thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and hit the little bell icon. You'll be notified every time we upload a new show. Stay happy, stay positive. See you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.